our voice in the world.
This is the English service of Radio Algeria International. It's time for the news.
In today's top stories, the President of the Republic, Abdelmadjid Tebboune, has received a phone call from his French counterpart, Emmanuel Macron, during which they discussed bilateral relations as well as regional and international issues of common concern. Algeria's permanent representative to the UN, Ammar Benjama, underlines the imperative to carry out deep investigations into the sexual violence committed by the Israeli occupying forces in the territories, calling once again for a ceasefire. Scores of Palestinians have been killed and wounded in new attacks launched by the Israeli army in various parts of the Gaza Strip. Hello and welcome, this is Radio Algeria International. The President of the Republic, Mr. Abdelmadjid Tebboune, has received a phone call from his French counterpart, Emmanuel Macron, during which they discussed bilateral relations as well as regional and international issues of common concerns. During the call, the President of the Republic expressed his deep concern at the situation in the occupied Palestinian territories, notably in Gaza. The two presidents also discussed economic perspectives for both countries, notably in the field of agriculture, energy, rare earths and industry. The two men agreed that the visit by President Tebboune to France will take place later September, early October. The El Jaish magazine has said that the important events marking the news in recent days reflect the prestigious place that the new Algeria occupies at the regional international scene, as well as her position as a regional power and a major actor at the international scale. Asia Bikar.
Under the headline, Algeria prestigious position at both regional and international levels, the review recalled that Algeria hosted a high-level event of the 7th Summit of Heads of State and Governments of Gas Exporting Countries Forum. The magazine said the summit was held amid international geopolitical tensions and economic difficulties. For the magazine, this event reflects the prestigious position of Algeria and her reliability in the world's energy scene as a qualitative and effective actor that ensures the world's energy security, in addition to Algeria's extensive experience that allows her to play a leading role as an important partner in the energy field. The same source added that the Algeria summit was a success at all levels, according to all viewpoints, notably with regard to the imperative to use the gas energy in the face of the current global energy challenges. The El Jaish magazine recalled the statement of President Abdelmadjid Tebboune at the end of the summit, who expressed commitment to consolidating the position of the Gas Forum as a platform of dialogue and regional and international cooperation, emphasizing the sovereign rights of the member countries over their gas resources. He also underlined the leading role of the Forum's member states in supporting sustainable development and global energy security in line with the objectives of the United Nations. Regarding the inauguration of Jami al-Jazair, or the Algiers Grand Mosque, the El Jaish magazine shed light on its symbolism as a religious, cultural and civilizational structure which will contribute to the rooting of national identity and the consolidation of unity of the Algerian nation, in addition to its central role as a unifying center whose influence goes beyond the borders of the homeland. Furthermore, the magazine's new edition highlighted the achievements of the new Algeria in the implementation of the global strategy of sustainable development in its social, economic, cultural and environmental dimensions. Meanwhile, the magazine recalled that the Army General Said Chengri, Chief of Staff of the People's National Army, supervises in person the tactical maneuvers with live ammunition in the different military regions, the last of which was the Hogar Storm 2024 in the 6th Military Region, which was marked by a professional and competent execution. The magazine also laid emphasis on the importance of strengthening cooperation ties with the armed forces of brotherly and friendly countries, recalling the visits of the Army General to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Republic of Rwanda and the State of Qatar.
The ambassador and permanent representative of Algeria to the UN, Ahmad Ben Jama, has underlined the imperative to carry out deep investigations into sexual violence committed by the Israeli occupying forces in the Palestinian territories, calling once again for imposing an urgent ceasefire in Gaza to put an end to these atrocities. Mariam Bashi has the details.
The Algerian ambassador to the UN said that the principled position of Algeria is that no man or woman, regardless of their nationality, religion or origin, should endure the horror of sexual violence. Ahmad Ben Jama said such acts are clearly condemned by Islam and thus responsible must face severe consequences within the bounds of law, calling for an international independent investigation into allegation of all sexual violences in the region, as suggested by the UN Secretary General's Special Representative on Sexual Violence in Conflict, Pramila Patten. He went on to note that for decades Palestinian women have borne the impact of a relentless assault, discrimination and unspeakable violence on numerous fronts. The UN official said that the Palestinian population, and specifically women, have been subjected to countless brutalities violating the very essence of their humanity and dignity, stressing that this plight is however not a recent phenomenon. It has persisted throughout the enduring occupation and exacerbated by deliberate